after a tough trip out to the West Coast, it was nice to come back and, get everybody some minutes, especially some of the guys that don't get to play on a regular basis. We did a great job sharing the ball, 24 assists on 39 made baskets. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Questions?
The other night where you guys lose the turnover battle, is that something that's super? I know you cleaned it up in the second half, but is that still something that's really a huge concern for you guys right now?
Yeah, it's a daily emphasis right now. I wouldn't say it's a huge concern. I would just say it's a daily emphasis on taking care of the ball, and that goes, man to man, everything. 1 through 15, we kind of stress that every day in practice in terms of just taking care of the ball, and that kind of thing can lose you a game. Tonight that wasn't the case, but it's definitely something we clean up, especially with our film work.
Did Fisher bring anything specific tonight that you guys really liked, that you thought playing this game was really worthwhile in the long run?
I think it helps us, the way it was placed in the schedule after playing some really tough games with a tough travel trip. Just to get them in here, and I think it's good for those guys too to experience a Division I atmosphere in a Division I game and playing against a Division I team. So I think it was a win-win for both sides.
For you guys, is it what gives you motivation to go out and play in these games when you have these types of games where you go out west and you get smacked, and then you come back and you're playing these lesser opponents? What keeps you motivated through these games where it feels like the outcome's already decided?
I think the fact that we all have a common goal, like it's bigger than just game by game. We're trying to win a championship this year. So every game is an opportunity to get better as a team and to work on things that we need to work on. So I think we don't really look at it game by game. I think it's just like, it steps to the biggest game at the end of the season.
Yeah, just to add on to that, I think these games are really just for us to sharpen our skills and just to make sure that we're still sharp mentally and make sure that we can still execute on the ball. And Fisher tonight was a great team, and they showed us some great looks in transition, and I think that's something we can work on. So we're always grateful for opponents like that to really try to push us.
Coach, in the midst of 6 games in 13 days and 3 games in the next week, what are the keys to success during this tough stretch?
Yeah, I think we're going to learn a lot about ourselves, the next week coming up. One is just keeping everybody healthy. So just playing the practice the right way, that these guys are getting the adequate amount of reps, the adequate amount of preparation, but also, making sure they're ready to go on game day. It's a tough stretch. We got 2 good opponents coming up, starting with Quinnipiac, so we'll start crushing that film, as soon as possible, and starting tomorrow, we'll get these guys, one day at a time. And again, we're going to focus on Quinnipiac first, and then once that's done, we can move on to Merrimack and St. Louis after that. So one game at a time every day, just learn a little bit more about our opponent.
And how about for you guys? How important is it getting back on home floor during a long stretch like this?
I think it's super important just to have the home crowd behind us. Playing on a similar court, similar rims, and it's a real confidence booster, and just making sure that we're still locked in mentally, and we have a good stretch of games going forward.
Sure. Yeah, it's just good to be back. That's all I can say. I'm happy to be back.
Coach, Martin Somerville didn't play at all in the first half. Is that just a case of trying to get some of the other guys going here in a game against the NAIA team?
Yeah, that was just a team decision that we made. So going forward, we'll see.
Thanks, guys.